stuff did too. I mean, the name Iron Fist and everything.
So
else,
let me set up again where you guys are at, what the situation is, what the complications are. So last time you were able to determine that asteroid M is intact, and you were able to work out that it had a teleportation unit that was used to get to it. You weren't sure what the status of the thing, besides it being there, was, except it was there and active in some way, shape, or form. And you essentially went to a Cabal facility that was under the control of Sword and broke in there and stole this teleportation device. Brought it back to the essentially Richard's household, and their widget was able to activate it and put the power supply to it. The problem being, of course, that it's sort of a one-way teleporter you're not sure what the teleportation setup was on the other end, but you guys have spacesuits on. You knew that you'd be teleporting to a space station. Also, I should also note that, of course, there was a point in time at which you had Kid Kang with the group. You no longer have Kid Kang with the group. Instead, you have OMAC, the one-man Army Corps, in his place. There was some discussion of the implications of that, of which not much was resolved, but OMAC is with you, and he is ready to slam forth with the fist of justice. And you guys teleported. There was a huge amount of disorientation, and you came to, and you could tell you were in a deck of some sort of space station, and you saw a figure, again, about 12, 13 feet tall, standing, who was immediately alerted to your presence and pointed you out and essentially seemed to be calling for his associates. And then he is going to attack. So let's get initiatives in. I'm going to put... let me add turn. Okay.
Wait, lol, sorry, who's calling for his associates?
The 14-foot tall person.
Oh, that celestial dude. All right, gotcha.
Yeah. Right click on a token and choose add turn. Oh, because it's right at the top. And if you do
so we're in...
hang on 1 second, let me get this set up, and then I'll answer your question, okay?
Can we spend a few seconds singing "Happy Birthday" to the next president of the United States?
Happy birthday.
I don't think the Celestials are going to wait.
Doom.
No, they're behind her. They support her.
Doom.
Just think they're...
You talking Dr. Doom?
No.
That's the only president that I know.
Well, actually, you're right. I am, actually, now as I think about it.
She never achieved a PhD.
Okay, so let me do...
We're talking about acidic level. That could be,
Okay, so that is... Let me get that in there.
I'm going to roll my initiative.
I wonder what Dr. Doom's doctorate was.
Women's studies.
Everything.
Science.
Women's studies.
Studies.
That's brilliant, Matt.
Well,
I stole that from Venture Brothers. Their Doctor Strange
he did.
analog has a women's studies degree.
He did skin his girlfriend and wear her skin like a new suit of armor. So
I don't acknowledge that story.
He did?
That was a terrible storyline.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to... Ben, what was your question that I was going to answer?
Oh, I was just curious. We're on asteroid M on the interior surface. Can we see? I just want to curious, like, what do we see around us?
Sure. How about I flip you over to the map? You guys are in the far right-hand corner.
Are there walls and windows, force fields?
It's walls. You will see that there are some probably window screens. It's unclear at first glance whether those are projection or actual sort of high-tempered polymer glass.
It looks like Kid
We
King.
can see the void of space outside.
Oh yeah. Okay, and everybody can put their initiative in now, if you would.
Did done.
Okay.
You know, I'm still thinking Kid Kang is here.
Oh yeah, I guess I should make an OMAC token, shouldn't I?
Womack token of doom.
That was sort of dumb of me, not to do that either.
You know who
Okay,
it is.
give me.
We're not fooled by this OMAC disguise.
So you're not, yeah, I was going to say, are you unconsciously telling us something?
No, I'm not unconsciously telling you something.
Not you.
Okay, so give me one
Sorry.
The
sec.
only thing unconscious about OMAC is his enemies.
Okay.
Nice.
Let's see.
Womack.
So, to go on with our space
So-
adventure here,
So
why
you're
did
gonna have
the
to hang on a second while I get this OMAC thing done. So
Why
talk
did the
amongst
OMAC?
yourselves.
The way Ben said OMAC there reminded me. I've been showing my kid Super Friends cartoons,
Mm-hmm.
and he sometimes talks like Darkseid now when he's playing, which is amazing.
That's great. You should record that.
OMAC. So, exactly how do you share possession? Do you share possession of the same matter as Kang?
Friend, there is a 15-foot tall robot in front of you that I aim to keep from smashing you, all of you. Now is not the time for your questions.
Oh, why
Fair
not?
enough. Okay.
Oh, we'll deal with him. He's not a problem.
Okay. And then I'm going to grab this. I am just a moment away from putting a new token out.
So which one do you want, OMAC? Oman? OMAC? What?
Oh,
OMAC.
man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Omar. Which one do you want, Omar?
Well, there's only one at the moment, right? Or is there, we see both that are on the map.
That
I
is
see more
correct.
than one of them.
Maybe he's actually Obamac.
Oh. Obama.
What do you suppose Obamac care is like?
Oh, I think he's going to give us a little Obamacare.
One big ass army car.
Okay. And then we do that. We save changes. Oh, let me
What?
hang on. So unfortunately, to change things, I have to rename his character sheet. So we'll just non-generic token, controlled by all players.
So,
OMAC.
Carl,
Yeah.
why did the stormtrooper buy the iPhone 7?
This was not the droid he was looking for.
Because he couldn't find the droid he was looking
Oh,
for.
okay. There we go.
Wah, 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 wah. Okay. So,
Like we had a turn over for him.
yeah, let me get a new turn thing in.
That joke was courtesy of the United Way representatives today who tried to get us to give him money.
And you said, I'm an atheist and I don't believe anybody but myself, so I don't care.
So is your initiative actually 0, Iron Fist?
No, I put it in there.
No, you did
I see
not.
there.
There we go.
That
I
would
did the same
suggest to
thing I
me
did
that you
before,
didn't
but-
hit enter after you put it in there.
See, I love the way that
Why is this
Press
not working?
did the United Way was they would let you contribute a day's worth of pay and give you a day off in return.
By the
Oh,
way,
see, that would not be a contribution then.
I know why it does that, Carl.
Why?
When you enter it.
I don't
Only
care.
one person. Okay. Nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody cares.
All right. So this has happened. Mysteria. There's this great robotic being. You're in a room. You guys can see there are walls. There are a couple of corridors out of here. The lighting is a little off for you. And you're kind of adjusting that, and you're still a little disoriented. What are you doing?
What do our spacesuits say about the environmental pressure and atmosphere?
It's adjusting. It's taking the sensor readings right now. Certainly, the pressure seems fine.
Is there gravity? Are we?
Yes, you are feeling that there is some sort of artificially induced gravity.
Okay. Well, I don't know anything about this giant creature.
It is
It's really
raising
a robot or not?
one mighty hand towards you.
I think I'll blast it.
I shoot it.
What are you going to attack it with, sir?
No.
Oh, let's see. What do I think might hurt this thing?
An unkind word.
Aw. Celestials are sensitive.
They are sensitive. What's my thing of worst defense? Hold on.
What's the what? Apparently you have to mouse quite a bit.
No, that's him beating off.
Oh.
All right, we'll see if they're affected by this. I will hit them with my hallucinogenic grenade. It's a save versus will.
Okay. So you need to hit a 20 to hit him.
Oh, God, it's been a while. What's my hit roll? 7. Well, that doesn't seem very high. Seems awfully high for a 14-foot tall, practically a mobile giant robot.
Go on.
That will miss.
So you will throw that, and it will hit against the wall and activate, but will not strike this thing. Part of the problem is that you are still super disoriented from the teleportation. Iron Fist on 22.
Can I reach him in one turn?
What is your move?
It's regular.
Okay, so then you can half move, I believe. What was that we established? Was it?
Yeah, it's a half move, whatever that is.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what
I think it's 5 squares, and you can see the squares are on the map itself. So 5 squares straight forward.
Those are little squares?
Yep. So right here, Carl, is where you could get in a half move.
Okay, so I couldn't get to him.
Nope.
Okay, I will move. I will hide in plain sight.
Okay.
And I will, if this is whatever I can move to hide from him. Is that close enough? I mean, is that something?
Yeah, half move and hide in plain sight. Let me make a real quick check on that. Is it a stealth check you get to make then?
Yes, with no penalty.
All right, then why don't you make that stealth check for me?
Okay, it's stealth. Where the hell is it? It's here somewhere. 10.
Okay.
Why is it doing that? Okay. Okay, I think I did it.
Oh yeah, you are.
I mean, I hit him.
He may not have even noticed you were there. His count may be that there are 4 intruders.
Okay. Now I am going to I'm going to use my radar, my radio hearing, see if he is in communication right now with other people, and I want to see if he's using a clearly obvious antenna that he's communicating with.
So he's not using radio waves to communicate, but your high sense hearing will tell you that there are 2 other targets that are approaching.
Okay, I will say that to Scarlet Warlock and to Mysteria.
Okay.
What did you
Um,
do?
I told you there are 2 other targets approaching.
Ah,
Then I will do an assessment of him.
Okay. So assessment action. Let's see that.
It's what is it? It's insight or whatever it is. Not insight. It's assessment. Insight. I make an insight roll. I have assessment.
Roll.
That's what it's an assessment advantage. I make an insight roll and I get to find out one of his skills, and I'm thinking toughness. Assessment. Quickly size opponent's combat. Choose a target. You can make a secret insight, and you can, let's see, it's opposed by the target's deception check result. If you win, GM tells you target's attack and defense bonus relative to yours. With each additional degree of success, you learn one of the target bonuses exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
So
attack
tell me
or
what your
defense.
bonus
So
is.
I'll do attack.
So tell me what your bonus is for this.
Oh, my attack bonus. Or I'm sorry.
I need your insight bonus.
Yes, got it. It is +6.
Okay.
And my attack is +12.
Okay. Attack doesn't factor into figuring this out, though, right?
I know. No, you just tell it in relative to mine.
Okay. So I'm going to roll, and I know which ones it is. So your value is that one.
It's the 20.
And his value is that. It's really difficult to say. His anatomy is so different. His armor, you haven't really seen him move. So at least at this point, you can't judge.
Okay.
Okay.
So do I have a half action left if I want to hit him or what?
Sure. What's your ranged attack then?
I don't have a ranged attack. I'd have to wait.
Then you won't be able to hit him.
Okay, I will defend in that case.
Okay. Is defend a full action?
I'm pretty sure it's not. I'll check it out.
Okay.
If I don't, then I'll just
It's a standard action.
It's a standard action. So move and defend. Okay. And your insight assessment is a free action, so that's cool.
Yeah.
The movement is that. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Well, then there. You will see another figure. You'll hear the sound of it walking along the hall, and it will come into that doorway there. And I will very quickly, if I can, he said, remember to have this pulled up before I do something. Okay, and that is, he looks like this. Thank you for taking so long to load. That's what he looks like. And while you can hear somebody else moving, you're not sure where they are.
He has a smiley face on.
Widget.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
yep.
Okay. So it looks like we're attacking. Are there can you describe a little bit more some of these things around me? Are these like
So
computers?
sure.
What
Let's
are
look.
these
Let's
things?
look at the walls. You can see that there are walls in this room. There are major doorways here, here, and here. Oops. Otherwise, it's an enclosed room. Okay.
Are these computer consoles?
Yeah, it
Are
looks
they?
like there's a sort of raised computer. Sorry, a walk-down computer console. You know, like it goes slightly down, and there are like stations there, and you know.
I'm gonna try to hack one of those consoles.
Okay, so move over, and you're gonna try to hack it. Okay. let's look at what that is. I believe that's going to be a roll here, and let's check what skill that is there. So that's going to be technology, I believe. Okay. Let's have you make a technology roll for me.
Okay. Roll D20. $27.
So the actual base itself, the computer things, there's something very, very wrong with it. The system isn't kind of working as intended, but there are. I mean, you can see it's just doing basic stuff like lights, gravity, life support, that kind of stuff. But it's very weird and very minimal there.
Okay.
Okay, so you will get in on this round, get hooked up, hack in. All right?
Thank you.
Scarlet Warlock.
Okay, so I'll broadcast. We're treating these as hostile. Is this correct? OMAC or not OMAC? Iron Fist.
I don't know. He threw a grenade at one already. We attacked already.
Okay. I will teleport here. It's a 0, so it's half action.
Yep, so that's your move. Okay.
And as a 0 action, I would say stand down. This does not have to be a hostile engagement. And just to ensure that no bad things come of this, I will degrade his combat. I won't harm him, but I will degrade his combat ability.
Okay. So tell me how that works. Is that a perception based or is that an attack roll based?
It is perception based,
okay.
And it is versus his will.
Okay.
And going to that tab, it is the Jinx ability, ranged affliction 8.
Okay. So he needs to save against a will save against a DC of 8.
Would it be 18?
Yeah.
8 plus 10?
Yeah. Sorry, I phrased that badly. Okay, so, and we will check, and this is Isan. What's the effect on the Jinx?
Impaired, disabled, and incapacitated.
Okay. Let me pull up the my little sheet here.
So impaired.
And this is completely subtle
Okay.
and insidious, so he will not even be aware that it is affecting him.
Okay. He has a -1 circumstance penalty on checks. Okay. OMAC. You're muted, OMAC.
No, you're not. You keep talking. We can hear you fine.
All right, sorry about that. OMAC has 5 ranks of jump.
Then he can get 8 squares as a half move.
All right. So he will jump right up in the face of this guy.
Okay.
And they haven't attacked us yet. So he'll say, as my friend said, this does not have to be a conflict. We come here only in peace. And if there's no response from him, then OMAC will, I think, take a, what is this? Yeah, he'll take a defend action, kind of just putting himself between the being and the rest of the group, and kind of being very close up in its face, but not antagonistic, kind of with his chest puffed out, bracing for what comes next.
All right. He turns, raises that great mitt, and the air around you, the very space itself, rends as he seems to do some attack on you there. So, what, good sir, is your dodge?
My dodge is not great. It is dodge is 4.
Okay. Well, you are very lucky as he spatially distorts, and you see the very air and the material around you kind of shatter and break up as he does this kind of spatial shock wave in the area there. He
hits Iron Fist.
seems to mean business. Also, don't forget when you defended, your dodge would have been higher, right?
It would have been you would have been an opposing roll check with 10, and you getting 10 minimum. So you'd roll it D10 or D11 to 20 plus your dodge.
If he succeeds, it's like spending a hero point. He gets the 10.
Yeah, that's
plus
a dumb
on-
system. How about just a bonus to your dodge? Okay, so we don't have to go through another roll. Thank you, Mutants and Masterminds. Mysteria on 24. Looks like you're lucky that
normally
Omak got up there so he didn't wave and do a big area cone at a bunch of you guys.
I guess what's a half move for a normal
5.
walking? 5. Then I'll slide over to here,
Okay.
and I will try hitting him again.
Okay.
I guess.
Need to hit a
Thank-
20. Despite his size, the very air around him, the very space, the gravity seems to shift and protect him. That will not hit Mysteria.
No risk.
Unless you want to spend one of your hero points. Which makes sense given that you're leaving at 8:30.
That does make a good idea.
Yep.
Plus,
Because surely he won't carry that deficit over. Oh, wait.
So that will hit.
so he has to make a will save against a 19.
Okay. -2 on that. It will hit him, and he does clearly, he's not immune to it, which you're pleased by, but you'll see him resist the effect.
Okay,
Iron Fist
he's close enough.
on 22.
Okay, well, I will sneak around behind him.
Okay.
Is he facing Omak?
Absolutely, because he has no idea that you're there, sir.
Do I have any circumstance bonus to hit him?
I will give you a +2 circumstance bonus.
Okay, then I will power attack,
Okay.
and I will strike, and I will, if I get +2, then I will go with +4 to the power attack. So I'll be at, so it'd be 12 +2, 14 -4, please 10.
Okay. So, Carl, you need to hit a 20, so you've got even odds on this.
There we go.
There's a person just edging it out. So, what is the attack value then? What does he need to save against?
That would be 8. That would be an 8 attack.
Okay, so he needs to save against a 23. So that will hit him, and you will smash into the back. He is solid. There's something weird, again, about the very space around him, but you will impact, and he will feel it there, and is suddenly aware of your strange presence behind him.
But since I have moved by, I will sneak away. I will use, since I will either use hide in plain sight, and I will sneak away again to.
Let me take a look at the hide in plain sight again. I just want to be sure.
No, that's fine. I
Yeah.
mean, I didn't think about it till just now.
Yes, it is a cheesy tactic.
Yeah, when taking a standard action and a move action, you can move both before and after your standard action, provided the total distance moved
Yeah,
isn't greater
absolutely.
than your normal.
Okay.
Is there going to do a stealth check, or what do you want?
No, it says you can hide without any need for deception or intimidation check. So move yourself, and you are hidden, sir.
Well, it does say no with no penalty to your stealth. So if I roll a 1 and I trip, then or if he's very perceptive, then he might see
What
it.
it is you don't have to roll until he goes to look for you, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how what it means. Okay.
Okay.
Nezar moves in, and we'll see Widget doing something with the computers. Widget, what is your dodge?
My dodge is a 2.
Okay. Oh, this is perception range. Sorry. So I need you to make a will save. You're pretty mentally competent, so this should be pretty good for you. You need to save against a DC of 20.
Holy cats.
What do I add? My will number?
Yep.
Okay.
That's when I say DC 20,
Plus,
it's total. So to 20.
Plus or whatever you're buying up.
So that will miss by 2 degrees.
That will miss by 2 degrees.
Are you doing anything, or are we good?
No, I'll take it.
Okay, you are stunned, which means you can't take any actions until you clear that stun, and you are defenseless.
Okay.
You will see Nezar raises his hands, and there's a glow around Nezar's hands, and then you'll see a sort of a sympathetic, similar glow appear around Widget's head, like a halo, and he will stagger back. Clearly, he is invading Widget's mind, entrapping him verily in a mental maze. Gamenon will move over to there to make sure of that. Widget. Let's look at how you recover from stun, shall we? If there's a how we resolve that. Because I know for standard attack stun, you just wipe it after your actions. We'll check on that. Okay. Recovery. Okay. Da-da-da-da. Okay, so essentially it'll burn your action and then you'll be free of the stunned. Is that cool? Or do we lose you, Ben?
Ben, you're
Yeah, no.
muted.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'm stunned and what?
So you're stunned and defenseless, but your action, essentially, for your action, you recover from being stunned.
Okay.
Okay?
My next action, right?
This action right now on 17 that you would have taken,
Gotcha. Okay.
spent doing
I'm just
that.
writing that down so I know.
Sure, absolutely. So now you'll just be defenseless, which you don't have a great defense, so it's not that big a deal. Scarlet Warlock.
All right, I'm going to see this, and I will teleport in front of him,
Okay. Whoop.
and I will.
So only try to hack their computer
I'm
system.
going to go one step back from him,
Okay.
but just kind of in between him and Widget.
Mm-hmm.
And I will. Is any of this magical, or is this, or
No.
just?
These, there is certainly, I mean, there's some weirdness about them, but it is not magic.
Okay, so what I think, could I then surmise that it might be technology, or I don't know.
You could make a surmisation, a guess, anything you'd like. What would you like to guess?
Okay. I would, now this kind of look at, when you showed that picture, he looked somewhat robotic to me, at least.
Yes.
So I will try to use my reality distortion just to make the rules of physics not work so well, or like they're supposed to. And I'm going to try and weaken technology on this guy, on Nezar.
Okay.
It is completely subtle. It's may affect objects. It's broad and simultaneous,
Absolutely.
and ranged in perception.
You will do that, and you realize when you do it, I mean, that you kind of do that effect and you look. They're beings. They're not technology. They're something entirely different.
Okay. So I didn't feel like anything caught there when I
Right.
did that. Okay.
And, well, here's something I will tell you. They feel like projections, like they're dimensional projections from somewhere else.
Okay.
Interesting.
Very good. Thank you.
OMAC.
Are you communicating that to Scarlet Warlock, to people who can read your mind?
I will relay that, sure.
I was like, can we turn off the projector?
I don't think it's that. I don't think that's what he means.
Somewhere.
Widget might be able to do it.
Well, go on. OMAC.
We'd have to find the projector.
All right. I gave you a
What
chance,
did you say?
and now you're going to regret what comes next. And Omak is just going to slug this thing right in the gut.
All right.
He's not scared. This thing don't look so big to him. So he's fighting, which I think is a 4. Just double check that. The hell is that? I believe. Where the hell is it on the sheet? Sorry for my lack of paying attention to where stuff is.
That is okay.
So his fighting is 4. Yeah, I don't have anything to add to that. In fact, I know I don't. So, boom. That's not so good.
No, that will miss, sir, unless you were going to spend a hero point.
I kind of feel like I have to.
Okay, you only have 2. Go ahead.
So that gets 10 added to it, right?
Yeah, still need to hit a 20.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so it does do it.
No, you re-roll. Oh, was that your second roll there?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see that. So 18 plus. So that will hit. What does he need to save against?
All right, he's got a 12 strength.
Okay, so he needs to save against a 12. So normally he would have that, minus that, minus that. So he needs saving against a 27 with this shot here.
I think he's also under the. Is it under my effect too?
I already got that worked in there, sir.
My apologies.
So that will hit him, and he will take another dent in his armor and stagger back from that shot. It resounds as your fist impacts into him. Again, one Kirby creation against another. So there's explosion of energy around you when you do that.
And because he has fast grab, not only did he just plunging his fist into the thing's midsection, now that he's connected and hit, he's grabbing and trying to lift the thing off of its feet.
Okay. So fast grab allows you to make the grab check on this action.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, like the hit with hand-to-hand counts as the hit to make the grab.
perfect. Let me, since we haven't had too many grabs because Gene isn't playing.
And I think it works different in the third
Yeah,
edition.
it's a little bit smoother. It would help if I marked some of these pages, wouldn't it? Okay. So the grab. So we did an attack check, and we're going to make a resistance against your strength rank. So he needs to save against a 22 with his strength or agility, which is the better of them. So he's going to roll with his strength, trying to beat a 22 here, Matt. And that will not happen. So you have him in your grip,
And I think grab.
he
Oh,
is
sorry, go on.
he is bound. Okay, because he missed by more than 2 degrees. So you have him bound up. So right now,
All right.
he is, until he tries to break out of this, defenseless, immobile, and impaired.
And so Olmec has got him just with his hands around the midsection of the thing and has lifted it off his feet and over his head.
All right.
Both strength is strong enough to lift up.
Yeah,
Well,
actually,
it's like, right?
yeah, 100
yeah.
tons is what strength is 12 is.
Yes. So you will lift him up, and he is stunned by the lift, and he will, those 6 eyes on the forehead, he'll bend his face down, and he will let loose with a beam at the top of you, Omak. What is your dodge?
My dodge is 4.
Okay. Miraculously, he misses again, and the beam probably tears through the very floor here into another level of this base, and you have him lifted up on the ground, defenseless. Scott.
It was foolish to think you were a match for Olmec.
To
And
interrupt,
I will almost come out of hiding and go, holy crap.
Okay.
you need to roll his breakout for my wilting, his affliction.
I'm not going to worry about that right this second, okay? We'll come back to that on this next action.
I'm gonna throw basically a concussion bomb right in his 6-eyed face, since he's held relatively immobile.
He has, because he is defenseless, he has a dodge of 0, Scott. So unless you roll a 1 and hit Omak,
Anything's possible.
so
I did not roll a 1 and hit Omac.
okay,
So I think this is. Hold on. Let's see what I did. Damage 9, so 24
okay.
minus his bruises.
So 24, he's taken 2. I didn't clear the other -2, so it's -4. So he's rolling with 8 against that. Ooh, look at that. Yet another hit. His head will knock back from the concussion explosion there, and he is reeling. Iron Fist.
Finish him.
Okay, that's fine. I will go out here, jump up, do a spin kick, power strike 5, everything I got right into it.
Okay.
Do you activate the Iron Fist?
I am trying.
Iron Fist.
Okay, so it's 12. I mean, since I was stealthy, do I get a? Well, it's plus
No,
10,
no, because
so.
he's already
defense
he's
0.
already defenseless.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so plus.
Just need to hit. You need to roll a total of 11 or better.
7. 15. Got it.
That
Okay.
will hit. What does he need to save against?
That will be a 9.
A 9. So he needs to save against a 24 with this. So Omak has him lifted up, but when you go to hit, there is that thing where it's like you almost kind of can't make contact. because the space around it, and you'll come back, reel back on your heels.
And I will move as far as I can over to here, and again try to hide in plain sight close by.
Okay, well, I will say that that's not possible there because you don't have any cover right there, which is what you need.
Oh, I thought he was like behind the wall, and so
He is
thinking. I mean, he's
14
not.
foot tall, so he is out here.
Oh, okay.
enough
So
that he
he's
can see.
taller than these things.
Yes.
Okay,
I
well
mean,
that's fine. I can
he's
get there.
halfway in the doorway, Carl. So I think just getting over
That's
there
fine.
probably not too good.
That's fine.
So
That's
where
fine.
would you like to move to?
No, I want to be there. That's fine. I want to be close to him, so that's fine.
All right. Nezar, you will move up towards him, and he will turn and look at you, and you need to make a damage save against a 10, so need to make a damage save against a 25.
Who? Me?
Yes, you, Carl.
Oh, okay. So, he's automatically hitting.
Perception.
That sucks. I
Cheesy.
didn't realize that.
Who would we have that would buy something so wrong?
What's that? That is. Oh my God!
Wow.
Awesome. So
I'm
he
pretty
turns to
nice.
you,
Bing! I
And-
zing right.
and you feel this fire light up in your head as he,
It's actually a 20. Sorry, it was plus. I'm plus 3.
plus 20. So that's still going to be, you're only going to take 1 point of essentially future damage save damage as you barely manage to focus your strength out of that. Widget.
So last turn I spent recovering from stun.
Mhm.
Am I still defenseless or what?
Yes. You can make a will save on this round
Okay.
at the end of your round.
The end of the round. Okay. So the use we heard from Scarlet that this is some sort of projection. I guess did I hear that?
Yeah.
Can I find that out some more information on the computer related to that?
So you're gonna check the computer to see if that's connected up with this?
Or like I mean just information about them because we apparently don't know anything about these guys.
Okay. So you can check the computer, but it doesn't seem to have anything like that. It seems to be just functioning at the level of keeping the station basics moving.
Okay.
These they don't seem to be directly connected to the station itself. Like these aren't. You're pretty sure these aren't Cabal defenders. There's something else.
Okay. All right. I guess I found that out last time. So I guess I'll move. Where am I?
Well, you took
here.
your action to
Oh, okay,
further
I'll do
check the
that.
computers
Okay.
is what you did.
Yeah, sure.
Right?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yep.
Scarlet Warlock on 17.
Well, OMAC has got this guy hoisted up in the air, and there's got this primal rage thing going on. I will directly attack it with attack invocation. Kind
Okay.
of try and mess with the probability of all his atoms remaining cohesive.
All right. And is that perception ranged? Or do you have
That
to
is
make it-
not.
Okay. So roll. He has you just need to roll an 11 or better total. It's nearly impossible for you to fail.
That's just the worst.
Luckily, you got those hero points, pal.
You are,
I have
though
one
Fabian
point.
is the one who can handle this because he has luck. Yes, that will hit. So what does he need to save against, sir?
That is a rank 10 power or rank 10 attack. I don't
Okay,
have
so
the
he
power
needs to
attack.
save against a 25 And he's got a -3, -5 on that. So he is stunned and takes another one of those hits. So he's rolling. Essentially, you're holding him up, Matt, and you'll feel part of him start to give, like the armor is kind of crumpling under your grip. And Omak, it is your action then.
And he feels it, and he's going to go with that. And the first thing he's going to do, because I think it's improved grab, or I put all the good grab upgrades, where it is a free action, fast, where is it? I think maintaining is always a free action, actually. The one I used last time, that is.
Right.
Okay, great. So that means I will first maintain the grab.
Sure.
So I don't need to roll the hit, right? That's him.
No, you don't have to do
against
that. What you can do now, that's a free action, so you can take a standard action to inflict your strength damage on him.
Or instead, what I will do is, having taken the free action, is I will then move, because if I have somebody grabbed, I can move with them. Next to Nezar. And I don't know what the rules for this is, but I want to hit Nezar with his brother.
Interesting. You do move at half normal speed when you are carrying somebody.
All right, I will make that a charge then.
Okay. All right.
And
I love the visuals of this.
So
that is a charge, and then I'm going to use, in addition to that, what I have, I will use all-out attack on this as well.
Okay.
And so I will trade my defense down, my dodge. Right,
you're technically
defensive.
right now, because you're holding somebody, you're defenseless, so you can't actually trade your defense down.
Okay, so I have a thing.
Unless you have an ability that goes around that.
I have improved grab. Make grab attacks with one arm not vulnerable while grabbing.
Perfect.
That. All right. So then I'll put the 4 points from my dodge into the attack as well.
Okay.
So I say 8, and then -2 for the charge, 6.
Okay.
So that's a 23.
So that will hit. I will have you roll for how much, essentially an attack on Isan to inflict the damage on him as well.
Okay. So that's with my normal attack?
Just the same thing you just rolled, yeah.
All right.
So that will do that. So they need to save. And so your strength plus the charge, what's the total there, sir?
Strength is 12.
Okay. So he needs to save against that with that. So he's at down. So let's do the 27 on Isan first. So he is staggered, essentially, as more of him gives way, because he hasn't had a chance to recover from that being stunned. And Nezar needs to make a save against that. This is, again, against your 27. And he stands up to it.
All right.
Isan.
So Omak.
Yes.
I'll say Omak, I think because we played that out, I'm not sure. That was just fun. So we'll role play it out, continuing. Omak just drops Isan, looks up at Nezar and says, "Maybe one of you has some metal."
Isan spends his round recovering from stun, but he is still staggered. It's essentially he lands against the ground with a mighty crash, and he's trying to push himself up. It's He's a mighty oak of a being, 12, 14 feet tall, yet you felled him, and he's like a turtle trying to right himself from that strike. Mysteria.
Let's see.
Could you finish him?
I'm going to try.
Okay.
I'm not going to let him recover.
Okay.
Hit him again.
All right. So, dazed and hindered. Okay. And hindered.
I'm sensing that Omac needs a luchador mask.
Let's have you make that roll, Scott.
Let's see. Nothing special here. Oh.
Do you have another hero point? Yes, you do.
Yes.
Spend it. That will hit him with the circumstance bonus, Scott. What does he need to save against?
He is a 9, so 24.
24. Oh, I forgot to make that will save again. So, saving against a 24. 12. He's pulling himself up, and then that concussion bomb will hit him, and he'll fall back, and the space around him, the air just kind of collapses, and boof, he vanishes.
He vanishes.
Yes, like the whatever sort of dimensional construct he was being projected from a whole nother dimension. You managed to shatter that, and that construct gave way and woof, vanishes.
Interesting.
Good job, Mysteria. Mysteria can
One for
pick
the
up
home
his
team.
mom, well knowing that he has defeated one of the villains.
He's defeated a Celestial. That's what I'm telling.
That's what you're telling yourself. Iron Fisteria on 22.
Okay. I am going to use the confusion of him, of the celestial disappearing and the concussion blast and the giant body in front of me as also an Omac to sneak around and slip through his legs and try and disappear in plain sight and get behind him. What, does he have eyes all around his face, or is it
Yes,
just
these
in front?
are sensory things.
Oh, so they're all over.
Yep. So we will have you make a
What if-
stealth against his perception check on this one.
Okay.
Okay. No penalty. You just make your straight stealth check against his perception check. I will roll his perception for you. Ooh, that's not good. He has no idea.
I mean, I hit him. I hit him.
Yeah, you missed on that one. So he is focused on Omac. Omac, who has felled one of his brothers. Omac must be destroyed.
Okay, and then I will do a power strike plus 5.
Okay, you get a plus 2
do I get the
circumstance
plus
bonus.
2 because he doesn't know where I am? Okay.
Yep.
So that'll be plus. So actually, I didn't do an assessment on him. I should have done that, but I haven't.
Yep,
Can I do an
okay.
assessment on him as free action?
No, because I'm going to say you already kind
That's
of
fine.
have
That's fine.
moved.
That's fine. Okay. So I'll go plus 5.
Yeah.
So that'll be a 9.
Okay.
Getting it eventually here. Oh, there we go, and that's a crit.
That
so
is a
will
crit.
be 14.
All right. So he needs save against 29.
And so my fist becomes unto a thing of iron.
All right. So I'm rolling against a how much, Carl? A 14?
It is 14.
14. So he needs to save against a 29 with this roll. Can he do it?
Oof.
Ow!
Wow.
Ow! Ow!
Dink.
Bonk!
Is that all you got?
It's a fist of paper mache.
It is a fist of iron, and you guys will hear the resounding clang as it slams in to Nezar's back.
Like a
And
gong.
there's probably the station shakes a little when that hit goes off.
And Iron Fist goes, wow, I might have wasted all my training. So I'm going to use my move by. Is there any place I can hide around here? Get out of sight. I mean, in here.
duck
I mean, is there
behind the
anything
desk.
down below? This desk? Okay, that's
Yep.
fine. I'm doing that.
All right.
And I'm not coming out either.
Okay. Well, let's see. He is going to. No. Oh, the other guy who could have done something cool there is out. You didn't do anything with him, so he doesn't really care about you, Carl. Instead, he will attempt to enwrap Omak in a mind maze. Omak, you need to make a will save.
All right, that's not Omak's forte.
The
does that look
DC
like,
is 20. Again, that halo appears around Nezar's hands, and then there's a crackle of Kirby energy around Omak's head.
Ah. Did that happen to me too? That same sort of.
It's the same thing.
Awesome roll, Matt.
So I rolled a 19.
19. So you will be dazed and vulnerable.
Oh, is this a double effect
This is a
affliction?
double effect. You can only take a single standard action, and your active defenses are halved. Not that that matters for you.
Excellent. That's completely irrelevant.
And there'll be a clanging here. Scott, shall I Deus Ex Machina you?
Give him one more shot at him.
Sure.
Okay. Well,
I
how
haven't
about
heard
this?
anything from my mom. I don't know. I don't know if I'm. I guess if I'm supposed to go and wait for her or what.
Okay.
Or what? So
Well,
guess
then
should
I will
go
take a
and-
legitimate shot on you then, rather than taking you out just by fiat. He will draw out this ring of energy and throws it at you. What is your dodge?
7.
7. Okay, so he is going to roll with, what is he rolling at? It's plus 12. Needs a 17. And he will hit you. I need you to make a dodge resistance roll.
Okay, hold on. Here we go. 1d20 plus 7. Oh, see, things just work out that way.
Okay, you are defenseless and immobile. Essentially, as these rings hit you and bind you and hold you still. Widget, you've seen Isan vanish in a dimensional pocket. You see that Nezar is there. He is taking on Scarlet Warlock, Iron Fist, Omak 1-on-1, and then you see Gamenon appear and pin Mysteria essentially to the floor with sort of bands of gravatic energy. What do you want to do?
I guess I'm gonna attack him.
Okay.
And I'll use my energy bolt.
Need to hit a 23.
My 3. Nope. 23. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a miss.
Okay. Scarlet Warlock on 17.
Okay. I'll kind of step, if I can, in front-ish of Omak because he's really close here.
I would say that Omak is sort of right up by him, so you can kind of come side by side with him right now.
All right.
Unless you have interpose. Do you have interpose?
I don't.
Okay.
I'm intentionally with this character not taking all those Nido attack things.
Okay,
'cause that's
so
not-
what are you doing?
I said, "All right, big guy. Looks like it's me and you." And I'll kind of concentrate for a second, and then I will hit him with the evil eye, probability distortion, range damage, perception,
All right.
indirect soul.
So what does he need to save against, sir?
It's level 8.
Okay, so he needs to save against a 23 with this. So he will essentially bits and pieces. What this station is not particularly well put together, and it comes smashing down and will bounce off of him. Seem reasonable?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Olmec.
I
All
got
right,
this.
so Olmec, at the start of his next turn, he gets his defense back, but now he is under an effect. So what would his defense be now?
His defense is 0 right now.
0 still.
Yes.
So the celestial attack would take me down to 0 anyway, huh? Okay.
Yeah, you have an active defense bonus of 0 right now.
All right.
When somebody's
In that
defenseless,
case,
if you
I
normally
will
hit them,
just-
it's a critical.
Oh, I'm not afraid of criticals. I am going to roll an attack, and I'm just gonna slug him.
Okay.
That's how I deal with you trying to get inside my head.
Need to hit 19.
That's certainly not gonna do it.
That will not do it, sir.
And no, you can't have my hero point.
Fair enough. Why don't you make that will check? And Ben, you as well. Okay. So you are still defenseless, Omac.
He was vulnerable before, not defenseless.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. No. So you are still dazed and vulnerable then. And you will not shake off the defenseless, Ben. Mysteria on 24.
What are these rings
Made of?
doing? Are they
They are
preventing me from doing anything?
They are. You are immobilized, which means you have no movement speed, and you are defenseless. You can still act, but you cannot move, and it's very easy to hit you right now. You will get your action, and then we'll have you make that save against it.
Let's see here. I could still theoretically attack, I guess.
Yes.
Um,
Tell me how you attack. What's Mysteria's thing? How does she get around those bands to throw her grenade or do her attack or what?
Oh, let's see if I can uh, obscure it, and I'll just basically drop a smoke bomb at my feet.
Okay, so it'll give you that cover bonus.
Yeah, hold on a minute. Let me see what it does. Yes, it gives me concealment versus all sight and hearing.
Excellent. So essentially, makes it
Gives me a
harder.
cover- yeah, cover.
I need you to make a dodge save now to break out of these bands.
So I roll out of my dodge.
Yep. One hit 20.
Woohoo!
That Mysteria, with your escape artist skills, you are able to wriggle and snap out of these gravatic bands, still concealed by the smoke, so you are no longer defenseless or immobilized. Iron Fist.
Wow, I
Would you like
feel
to
like
do
I'm in
another
the wrong
pop-up
comic
attack?
book.
Pardon?
I will come here and hit again.
All right.
Do I get my +2 stealthy bonus? Surprise bonus or whatever.
I'm going to say, because you've done this a couple of, before to him, if you were to change the circumstances up, tell me how you change that up so it's not just you running, hiding behind the desk, and then running out again.
My buddy Scarlet Warlock makes him forget that I did this. No, that's okay.
Still,
yeah, that's
still
fine.
just have to hit 19.
That's fine. I will do a +5.
Okay.
Power attack.
All right.
+7. And that will not do it. And so I am going to sneak back around this side, though. Can I get that far?
Going a different way. That's very, very clever.
Yes, I know.
4 more Celestials looking at you. Hi!
Let's see here. What does he want to do with that?
Iron Fist is very heroic.
I am very heroic.
So
he is using his ninjutsu skills.
Omak, Scarlet Warlock, you get to make let's see how area effect. I believe that you can roll to reduce the damage when that happens. Let me quickly check on that.
And I have evasion as well.
Ooh, excellent. Of course, it's under a different spot. Then you would put it, because that's how they do these things. Sometime that will become okay. So both of you need to make dodge resistance checks.
Choose halved.
DC 21.
Boom.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Look at that. Omak, you evade.
And you notice that Omak is surprisingly just nimble and athletic for someone as big as he is.
Awesome. And evasion, does that reduce it entirely, or does it just give you the +2, Fabian?
It says you have a +2 circumstance bonus to dodge resistance checks to avoid area of effect attacks.
Oh, okay, yeah. So both of you need to make damage saves against, we'll round down, power value 5, so against 20s.
Harf.
That's what was that, Lowell? I got
Damage save against a 20. Toughness.
all right, so that's toughness.
Yeah, you both are fine. Okay. Essentially, as he lets loose with a little bit like Gamemnon, like a gravatic bubble, he'll send it out in front of him, and you guys will kind of dodge out the shockwave that he lets loose there. Gamemnon. He is going to have to attack the one-man army corps. What is your dodge, Omak?
It's still a 2.
Well, he does hit, even with that low roll then. You need to save. The DC is 27 with your toughness.
Omak just puffs his chest out and takes the blow right off of it.
He puts both hands out with and these black beams of chromatic energy. Omak, you turn and they will crackle off of you. And they both of these celestials seem to have decided who the threat is. Widget.
Okay, given these things are so hard to hit, I'm going to take my round to aim.
Okay. Which one do you want to aim at? Gamemnon?
This guy.
All right. So getting that loaded up there, getting that set. Scarlet Warlock.
Okay.
You successfully evaded Nezar's attack.
All right, I will blink behind this guy. And I'm on one.
Hey, that's my shtick.
Scarlet Warlock can run and hide with the best of them. Like
No,
Iron
I
Fist.
teleport. Hey,
When Scarlet, when danger reared its ugly head, Scarlet Warlock turned and fled, like Iron Fist.
I
Okay,
bet
I'm
Iron
just
Fist
moving
is
out of-
like a groundhog.
But he
from
did dive into
Shannon.
the shadows.
I'm not hiding. Okay, I will attack this guy with. These guys are really hard to hit.
He only need 19 to hit him.
All right, I will attack with the probability distortion, try and mess up his atoms cohesion.
Okay.
Attack unification. So I will hit for that. And, let's see, 6.
That will hit, Fabian. Nice. What does he need to save against?
It's a rank 10.
Rank 10. So he's saving against a 25. And it's toughness resist?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, look at that.
Oh.
So you pop behind him. He's let loose with that, and his energies, he's pulled his dimensional energies and concentrated. You pop behind him where he's vulnerable, and he will stagger forward from that hit. You'll hear the sort of the metal of his body giving a little there. Omak, he is staggered and stunned in front of you.
All right. Omak rears back and just boom, lashes out with a big old haymaker. As again, I will sacrifice my defense in exchange for the hit with an all-out attack.
Okay. You need to hit a 14 to hit him.
Yes! That does it! Yes!
Oh, wait, did you roll 14? Oh, god damn it.
Yep.
So what does he need to save against?
That's 12 damage.
So you need to save
Critical
against
strike.
27. And make sure he is not at any other penalties here from the previous. And oh, so many conditions in this game. Hindered and stunned. Okay, so he is just saving with this.
Oh.
Boom! Scarlet Warlock sets it up, smashes into him. The sort of Kirby energy is leaking out of his back, and you will run your fist straight through him, Omak, and it will explode before the pieces kind of are sucked away in a dimensional shunt.
It's not too late for you to join your friends the easy way. He shouts at the remaining one.
Mysteria.
Does that free me from the conditions that guy had me on?
Yeah,
Or do I
let's
still have to
say it
save?
does. That seems like a cool thing. So, Widget, you're no longer defenseless.
Cool.
Sail a little bit over there, allow the smoke to clear to um, reveal she's not there in the rings anymore, and I will throw some
When-
dazzle bombs at this thing's head to distract him, to set up widget to hit him.
Okay. Let's have you roll.
So I'm doing the aid action.
Oh, it's an aid action. Okay. So let's see.
You got team attack.
Aid action.
It's basically an aid action. If I roll over a 10, which I did, I give you +2 circumstance bonus to hit.
Okay. So
On
Ben,
your
you have
turn.
a +2 on your action.
If I got 3 levels of success, I'd get +5.
Yeah. You did not.
That's hard to do.
It is hard. So, Iron Fist on 22. Danny?
Muted.
Danny?
Mr. Rand. Danny
All
boy.
So Iron Fist misses his action. Gamemnon, realizing the dire situation, knows that the one-man army corps must be destroyed.
The one-man army corps cannot be destroyed.
I'm liking
And
this guy a lot better than
let's see here. I think that he is going to move up to fast grab you. So he's going to make an attack check on you. Matt, what is your dodge?
He's 0 right now.
Okay. So he will grab you. He'll hit you. And so you need to make a damage save against a 27. So you will take
On me.
a blip.
You brought
1
it.
point.
You brought it.
And now you may make a strength check versus his strength.
Ooh, yeah, sure. Hold on.
Okay. So
All right, 29.
you will easily, as he kind of gets his grip on you, you will throw yourself out of his grip. Widget.
All right, so got my nanobots all and like a cloud around them. I'm focused on them, and I'm gonna just the air is crackling, and I'm gonna let loose.
All right. So you've got a +2 from Scott. You've got the bonus from aiming. So let's have you roll. That
Yeah, hit.
will hit.
Where's
The 10 is the aiming bonus.
The aiming bonus. Yeah.
Okay. Could you have improved
It
aim?
says. Yeah. It says DC 28 is what my power says.
Right. Aim, add 5.
Damage 13. I
Yeah,
guess the power.
sure.
Yeah.
Let me just check one quick thing here.
Okay.
Improved aim. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
you're pretty
improved aim.
close. Okay, so I'll say you normally get a +10 for a close attack or a ranged attack adjacent to him, or +5 for that when you do improved aim. But I'll say you're close enough that we'll consider it adjacent. So he needs to save against a 28. Okay. What does that beam look like?
So basically, I had already kind of surrounded him with some of my nanofog in order to improve my aim, and the air just absolutely crackles and like he's in a huge blue. The blue arc interacts with the Kirby crackle to create this massive ozone smell of blue electric doom.
Awesome. And
Did he hit it?
he will light up and smack back against that wall, and he is stunned and staggered. Looks like your work worked, Mysteria. Scarlet Warlock. You have to take off, Scott?
Okay.
No, I'm good. She just got into Chicago, and she's got a 3-hour bus ride once she gets on the bus.
Okay.
So she's not going to be
Oh.
here till midnight at the earliest, which
Ooh.
means, yay, I get to.
Stay up.
Lowell, I didn't realize you skipped me, but anyway, that's fine. Either way.
Yeah, I did. Scarlet Warlock
That's
on
fine.
17.
With Glee.
I'll blip behind this guy and says, I guess it's your turn now. And I will try and distort reality around him.
Okay.
Actually, no, I will do that City of Heroes glowing fist attack and do that Tachyon invocation again.
Okay.
Hey, I'm the glowing fist guy and the sneaking behind guy.
Fabian's going to steal all your shticks. So you roll to hit him. And that will most assuredly hit Fabian. What does he need to save against?
Rank 10.
Rank 10. So I'm saving against a 25. He's still pretty tough. Oh, so he will take another hit from that. He is coming apart at the seams, but he is still up. Omak on 15.
All right. Gonna have to do it to him again. I'm gonna
Let him have it.
go all out attack on him.
Okay.
So it hits 24,
Okay. That will hit.
and then 12 damage.
Okay, so you save against a 27. Oh, concentrating his energies. You'll see him sort of put his pulse field up in front of him as you smash your fist into him, and doesn't quite land.
You're tougher than your brothers, but it won't be good enough.
Mysteria, these silent sentinels who just keep coming. What do you do?
Oh, I don't see Iron Fist around, do I?
No, he seems to have vanished into the darkness. He is one with the night. He's hiding around a corner.
Well, let's see. This thing's pretty difficult to hit from what I recall.
Yes.
So I will again distract him with the dazzling display of light. And since I don't see Iron Fist, and I know Widget's probably going to aim another round, or I'm going to set up Scarlet Warlock. He seems to be doing something to take these things apart.
All right.
So I will aid Scarlet Warlock.
Okay. Roll.
I don't aid him.
He aids me.
Your flashes
He aids me.
seem to have no effect on him this time. He seems to have compensated. Iron Fist on 22.
Okay. This hallway, whatever it is, this row of that's like height.
are-
That's cubicles or something.
Those are rooms, yeah.
Okay, so I mean, can I run over the top of them with acrobatics?
No, because they go up to the ceiling.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Then
you
I will get
you
to
could-
him.
You could come around the corner next to Omak and strike from there.
There we go. I'll do that. I will go there and I will strike, and
there
I
you
will. I'm right there, and I will use a +3 power attack.
Okay. Roll. 2. Hit.
That'll be +9.
But I thought a power attack only.
Right, and it becomes like a thing unto iron. No, like unto a thing of iron. One of those two.
All right. What does he need to save against, Carl?
That
And
will
I'll answer your
be
question in a second,
a 13.
13. So he needs to save against 28. Boom! And
Fascinating.
the Iron Fist comes in and finally a fist unto like iron smashes through. Essentially, the combination of forces, the energies delivered by Widget and Scarlet Warlock and Omak, and then the iron fist in the center of it, and it will implode.
And I don't hit him in the same place as I hit the other guy.
Right. Widget, you had a question?
Yeah, I thought the that attack is only +2, right?
So power
Unless you
attack,
buy a power fist.
you can do it with the +2. If you have bought the feat, the maneuver for it, you can do it up to 5.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So it will vanish there, and you guys will kind of feel the station kind of shift when that happens.
Shift in what way?
Like something has changed in the very structure of the ship.
With
If you look outside the star field, it's not different, is it? We still see Earth, all that stuff.
Well, it's actually moving.
Oh, can I check the computers? What's happening? It's moving.
Yeah.
In what way? Where are we?
Sure. Why
Does
don't
that
you make
computer know that?
a technology roll for me here, Ben?
Technology roll. Okay. Come on.
So I'm going to do Ben, and then I'm going to come around and check what everybody else is doing. Is that cool?
Yep.
Okay.
Sure.
So, Widget, you'll get up to the console and kind of are quickly assessing the situation, and you'll realize that this space station, as I mentioned, the parts were broken and the computer stuff and stuff, that it seems to have been like reconstructed, like it's just kind of held together. The systems here seem to be just about kind of sustaining the basic life support, but it feels like some other force was kind of, keeping it stabilized, and now it seems to be tumbling towards Earth, falling out of orbit.
Whoa. Okay, tell that to the others.
Okay, let's start with Iron Fist.
Okay. Okay. So that kind of changed what I was going to do.
Figured.
I'm going to be listening around the station, seeing if I hear anything else, see if I sense anything that's going on in other parts of the station. And I think to Widget, I'll say, Widget, can you download as much as possible as we get out of here? And I'll try and estimate from how fast we're falling based on the radio signals that we're getting from Earth.
Sure. Why don't you make a science check for you?
Oh, okay. I make that. I have that on routine on Skill Mastery, and then I start listening again.
Okay.
So, anyways, I start listening.
Okay.
And I
We're
start
falling fast.
Yes.
Fast.
I don't think you have the capability to analyze that. But why don't
Got
you go
it.
ahead and make an awareness check for me, or perception check? Sorry. Too many perception skills.
I'm sorry.
There are a couple of different levels to this station, and definitely from another part, like a couple decks down, you're hearing a different set of sounds, like a crackle of some kind.
Okay, I will communicate. I will start moving in that direction.
Okay. Omak, let's
and
come to you
I will
now.
communicate that to Warlock and to
Yep, you said
and to Mysteria.
Omak.
Got it.
All right. So we've communicated that we hear sounds coming from a couple decks down. Omak is a man of action, and because this will be fun, we'll spend a hero point, a power stunt with jumping,
Okay.
and jump up. And I'm going to use digging as the alternate effect I'm
Sure.
buying with this. and drill down through the floor with his powerful leap.
All right.
There's already a hole there, though.
Omek has forgotten that.
Oops.
So you will
No,
punch
there are two
through
holes.
a couple layers of this ship. It looks like, again, it's actually pretty easy because it looks like some sort of cosmic force sort of reconstructed this out of the bits and pieces in orbit, and you'll smash through. You will see that there does appear to be sort of sliding now as the ship's gravity is starting to give a little. It does look like on one of the things that there is an sort of open deck. There's like it looks like there might be some sort of shuttlecraft or ship that's sliding down that. And you will shatter through to that level that Iron Fist saw, and you will see that there is this massive, weird, bizarre technical device. There are no dials, there are no buttons, there are just weird protrusions and things on it, and a crackling nimbus of energy filled with black spots around it. It looks like, I mean, it's huge. It's sized to these beings. Like this was some sort of device that they were using or working with, but it is completely alien to you. Let's come to Scarlet Warlock.
Okay. Olmec, do you communicate any of that or not?
Well, I assume everybody can just, there are now multiple holes.
Do I see this thing through the hole he just dug?
You could go down there and see it if you want.
Okay, what I'm going to do, I think we've got to get out of here pretty quick. I want to make this a profitable venture. I'm going to look around here, just trying to find something, some information of worth, something to kind of figure out what this place was doing or anything that I'm going to Scooby-Doo it. I'm looking for clues.
Okay, why don't you make an investigation roll?
$14.
Okay. Is that what you're sticking with?
Nah, heck, I'll spend it. Sure. $23.
23. So you will get down there by the machine, and it's difficult for you to tell what is going on. You'll realize that if you stand in a certain place, there are some like visual screens, and it seems to be scanning around the Earth, but in other places, and you'll see various things pop up. There's a lot of it in Russia, and you'll notice there are several sites. It actually kind of hits New York at one point, New York City, and you'll see different color codings. It seems to be brighter around the dimmy neighborhoods, but you also see like three spots on the map that have really weird coloration, and like there are circles and notes around those spots in the thing, and you spot that before it flips to another image.
Can I spend a hero point to do a power stunt to add eidetic memory for this map only? Just for
Sure,
this?
Absolutely. Mysteria. Mysteria.
I am going to send out my little remote sensing drones, basically silver spheres that float to
Phantasm.
basic. Yes, very phantasm. Ask to basically extend my sight to go all over this station, and I guess I'm primarily looking for living beings. It could be just coincidence that when these creatures repaired the ship, they repaired the life support, but they didn't look like they needed life support. So maybe there's still someone alive here that needed the life support.
You will not find anyone living on the ship, but there is something organic here. And you will see that there is something in one of the lower decks, like when this thing was pulled back to be reassembled, something organic came with it, something maybe that was on the ship before, and it's about 8 feet long, wide. It's sort of orange and mottled and translucent. It looks like maybe some sort of egg or cocoon of some kind. And there's definitely slight motion from the sort of inner glow of it.
And do I see the shuttle as well?
Well, I'd say you're focusing on the
Okay.
that stuff there. So we'll come back to you.
So I will communicate.
Okay.
Got a cocoon.
Ben, what is Widget doing?
Okay, so is there the thing that was? Can I isolate? Like, is there a way to any way to stabilize the station from falling? What's causing the?
You
is there
have
orbital control going on?
enough technology and so on to look and realize that in fact these celestials seem to have been moving along with some sort of gravatic, and with that gone, it wasn't even in like an orbital point at all, and it is starting to enter the atmosphere. So that's a casual thing, you know that. So what do you want to do?
Let's see.
Thank you.
Can I project where it's roughly going to land?
Sure. Let's see. Why don't you roll me a d20?
Okay.
The Luckmeister is on here.
It looks like it is going to actually land probably out in the Atlantic, many miles out from New York, but essentially out in the Atlantic. And you're relieved because it seems like when it goes down at this speed with its size and the way it's going to break up, it probably will not cause any damage.
I see. Okay, and did I hear somebody was looking for an escape pod? Did I hear right or something?
I don't think any. There was said that there was a ship. There were escape
Shuttle.
ships. Okay. Let's come to the next person. Iron Fist.
Okay, from what everything has been happening and my contact with Mysteria, am I hitting the strange sounds that I heard before, or
That
is
seems to
where the
be that
cocoon is?
Kirby device that Omak tore his way to. Yes, you told him it was back there, and he dug his way back.
Okay, Mysteria told us about this cocoon.
Mm-hmm.
Since I don't know anything about technology or anything like that, which one's closer to me?
I don't know. Tell me.
I want the cocoon.
Okay, so yeah, the cocoon is on a level closer to you than that that giant machine.
Okay, I am going to go to the cocoon and I'm going to take a look at it and try and
Damn.
figure out something about it and
It is.
listen
It
and
looks
hear.
like
and see.
a special effect from a sci-fi movie. I mean, it is a glistening, hard orange plastic cocoon with a mottled surface and a kind of a slight inner glow and some figure perhaps moving inside of it. At this
Daniel
point,
Rand will say that is the most amazing special effect I've ever seen.
yeah, it's like from the 80s, but whatever.
I can't believe they have stuff like this now.
You guess it
Okay.
weighs at least 2, maybe 300 pounds.
Okay. So I will
that?
communicate that to Mysteria,
Okay.
and to Scarlet Warlock. and I will start. Do I hear anything from it? Is there anything? Is it
Oh yeah, you have
plastic? It
enhanced
doesn't look
senses,
organic.
don't you? Right?
Yes.
Okay. And remind.
Was that with disdain?
No. That's actually a good thing there. I'm sorry. Hey, at the end, will you remind me something about communications?
Yes.
Okay. So you can make out a faint, slow, very low sound that almost seems like the beating of a heart.
Okay. I will definitely communicate that. Say,
Okay.
this thing is going to be pretty heavy. My strength is 4, but he's still just a normal guy. So is this attached to anything? Attached to tubes or anything like that?
It does
Four
look
is
like it's
pretty strong.
attached to the wall by whatever substance this is made out of. But we'll come back to you in a minute, since you've kind of done and looked around, done this investigation.
Yep, got
OMAC,
it.
One Man Army Corps.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Comma.
So there's this device and shuttles here. Are the shuttles in like obvious jeopardy? Like, are they?
Yeah, it looks like they are kind of sliding down towards the thing. For everybody here, the station itself is starting to tilt, like the artificial gravity is off. It's starting to the gyroscopes, something's wrong with it. And there'll be that sort of screeching as they start to slide. The shuttle starts to slide down.
OMAC will find one that definitely one that looks like undamaged, and try to grab onto it and hold it from sliding, so that we can secure a way out of this thing.
So you brace yourself, OMAC. There's only one shuttle here, kind of a Blackbird SR-71, and you will grab it, and with your strength, you can hold it in place, keeping it from tilting. You just have to brace your feet down and get set. Does that seem reasonable?
Yeah, and I'll just yell up the hole. I've found an escape shuttle.
And everyone will hear that from OMAC's resounding voice, even as you're kind of hearing warnings, klaxons starting to go up around this vessel as it goes down. Scarlet Warlock.
I will. Daniel has this cocoon. Is this correct?
He's by this cocoon. Yes.
I will go down and say we've got to go, and I will attempt to assist him in moving this cocoon to the shuttle.
Okay. Do you have move object?
I don't have any. I have my arms.
Okay. So what's your strength?
My strength is 0. That's why I am attempting to aid someone else in doing this.
Okay. I think, though, a strength of +4 is still pretty strong, Carl, if I recall correctly.
It does 800 pounds, but
oh yeah. So you are.
That's a big race to lift.
Yes, but you're Iron Fist.
That is true.
Okay. The very force of that dragon runs through your veins, and you'll be able to wrench this off from the floor and lift it up. You let Scarlet Warlock hold it a little bit so he doesn't feel bad about himself.
Okay. He can stabilize it for me.
And that actually probably will
big
help.
And bulky.
Because it is bulky, he will have to kind of lead you along. Are you guys heading to the shuttle?
Yes.
Okay. Then you guys moving through the hallways quickly, even as the emergency lighting has come on, the klaxons are going off. You're carrying this alien cocoon with you, heading towards it. Nothing bad can come of that. Mysteria?
Yeah, oh, no. I was definitely thinking that.
Nothing ever bad happens. What do you mean?
I'm going to
like a pod with a.
Is there any information about this thing in this room that we see? Any medical charts or
no?
Or
not that you see.
Then I'm going to help the two of them carry this thing so he can go faster.
Okay. Then I will say, with your aid, you will get up. You'll get the door down. Get the gangway down, and you three will get up into this space shuttle, and you can feel the heat rising in here. Clearly, the asteroid has entered the atmosphere. Widget.
All right. Well, I actually have piloting skills, so I guess I'm piloting.
So you rush down, get to the shuttle, get in. These controls are child's play for you, right?
Are they?
I'm asking you, are they
Yes,
child's
yes,
play?
they are.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, I guess
you,
so.
You are amazing with this kind of thing. We'll buckle in. It is going to be a bumpy ride because you've already entered the atmosphere, and this thing is not made for this kind of launch off, and you have to time it just right. Someone has to open those doors when you launch off. Omak?
I suspect only one of us is strong enough to survive the vacuum of space.
We all have spacesuits.
Not Olmec.
So, Omak, describe to me what it looks like. What does the comic panel look like as Widget revs the shuttle's engines?
So Olmec will run over the doors, kind of brace himself, and just not even like punches, force them open whatever way, down, to side, whatever. As he just holds on to, to whatever handhold he can get with his other hand, because, vacuum and all.
And you'll open it up and there'll be that explosive decompression, even as the flames of the re-entry, kind of burn in here. And then the wing of the shuttlecraft comes by and you'll be able to grab onto that and get to essentially the emergency section there as this thing launches off.
Oh, wait. But before we get on the plane, I have a question.
Sure.
Because the celestial machine is still there, right?
Yes.
That was in the same room as the hangar. Olmec is worried about
It was on
that?
a different level, yeah.
Oh, a different level. It's not on the same level as the hangar. All right, yeah, I was just getting the plane then.
There is a moment where Omak looks back and you will hear in your head, no, stay. Don't stay. You must get it. And then this will launch off. Ben, let's see, with a piloting roll, whether you can keep this shuttlecraft intact or not, or you survive but have to crash it.
What was that crit from the previous thing? I needed.
That was a crit from the previous thing, so maybe you'll get another one.
Horrible.
So, you guys survive, but it is one of those X-Men coming down off of Asteroid M things with the shuttle is not made for this. You can hear it groaning. Pieces are breaking off. Sparks and explosions there. And you'll hold it steady, Widget, and then you'll hit the water and bounce, and the kind of land, and it crumple, and it will just disintegrate around you. But you guys are alive.
That was awesome.
That's very cool.
We're alive, but in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean?
Yes, but you have a person who can create objects, so he can create a
make a
boat
boat.
for you, and you can make your way back.
3-hour tour.
Yes.
Before we do anything,
Now, let me tell you a little bit about.
Sorry, go ahead.
Don't forget, you guys. This is something I've mentioned before. When you are out there and you start moving, you are within a couple miles of New York, and you're out in that area that the Neo-Soviets have filled with that kelp and algae and stuff, and so the water is almost thick out here. And you can see, and I mentioned this before, essentially in the distance, the Doom clearance troops working to burn off this material, creating a great smoky haze as they clear paths for ships through here with some sort of pyrokinetic weapon. So that is what is out here. It's why New York is very smoggy and foggy right now. Now, Carl, you were saying something?
Well, before we head back, we have this cocoon that we have no idea what it is, and I think we should figure something out before we go to a populated area.
Yes, that's probably a good idea. And that's what we'll take up next session. 2
Do we
points,
see
everybody.
the falling station off in the distance?
Yeah, off in the way distance, you'll see it crash, because this is a comic book. You don't get swamped by the shockwave of it. So it will be visible. 2 points? Does that seem reasonable, guys?
No, it's terrible.
Yes, I did have a question, if I may, about powers.
Okay, what's your question?
I have an array that several of the things, like the main base power, it has like a ton of advantages on it. So it's rank 8, but I paid like 42 points, or the whole array the base power costs 42 points. Now the damage powers and stuff like that, can they go ahead and rank up to 9, because that would equal less than the big power that I'm paying the most for there?
No, I think your array still. Well, wait. No, I think you're still limited by the main array buy on that first.
Well, okay. The biggest power in here is Weakened Technology 8, because it has a whole bunch of adds to its ranks. So it's got like 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 5 to its effect. So plus 5 per rank.
Yeah. So actually, no. Now that you say that, I think you're right. So as long as you're not buying one of the other powers, sort of, as long as its real cost isn't, above that, I think you're fine.
Right. So essentially, I can now treat them as if they were rank 9, since I am now character level 9. Is this correct?
No, I don't think I don't think you automatically get that.
Well, okay. So take for example my ranged Tachyon Invocation. Okay, it's 10 ranks right now because I bought down the trade down. For so essentially it's acting under the rules of a rank 8 power.
Okay. So what you're saying is it's already bought up above the power limits?
Essentially, yes, because everything in that array...
that's all you need to say is yes. In that case, then yeah, absolutely. Then it'll move up for free, because you've effectively already spent those points.
Great. That's what I needed to know. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, Lowell, you wanted me to ask you about communication?
Oh yeah. Hey, Carl, while I appreciate the RP of you saying I'm communicating to X and Y person, that's really that's a little complicated, a little convoluted for the play. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because you're going, okay, I'm only telling this information to person X and Y, and I'm not telling him to this thing. And in the past, we've kind of hand-waved inter-party communication.
Well, it's fine. I can spend the 2 more points. I just didn't have them yet. And then I'll have... Well, tell me what you want to do first.
Well,
tell me that.
In the past, we've just done communicators, but you want to have a magical basis to it, and I'm fine with you spending the points to that. What I would like to say at this point is that, yeah, you have that, and you can buy it later, just so we don't have to call out X, Y, and Z person know these things. I just want to simplify that. If that's okay.
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I don't mean to.
I will have no problem with digging into other people's brains.
Okay. I just didn't want that to kind of slow things down.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Your damn Kunlun mind worms.
Fair enough.
No, they're not. They're friendly Kunlun mind worms.
Hey, Lol, did you say that? I noticed I bought luck as an advantage. Is that should I not buy that?
Yep. We should get those points back.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to scoot everybody. thank you very much. We will take up with you guys having Cockrum Phoenix landed in the waters outside of New York, and we will start from there. Okay.
Cool, great, thanks.
Or is next week? Hold on. Next week, everybody, you're gone or something. What is that?
Next
Is that
week,
what I
Next
was
week,
hearing?
the second.
yeah, I can't.
Oh, Ben is.
Yeah.
Okay. Is
It's,
is
here,
anybody else out next week? Okay. Well,
I don't think so.
if we have if anybody else can be out, give me a heads up because we'll bump. But otherwise, we'll play. Okay.
Great.
All right.
Okay.
I will see you guys.
See ya.
Take
Yeah.
care.
Take care.